All right, hello, this is Kimber Domke, mindful food and fitness coach, and I am sharing with you a quick trip around the grocery store in Siem Reap, Cambodia. So if you are a brave soul, next time you're traveling, I invite you to discover some local foods right in the grocery store. These are a few of the things I've gotten or I'm grabbing today. This is, some people call it snake fruit. It's a little bit like a lychee inside, but it has a very textural skin, almost like a pine cone or a snake skin. So I've got a bunch of those, and I'll share with you. We're strolling. This one, locally called the Custard Apple, is known to have various health benefits. So one of those is in my shopping cart. And I am also trying for the first time today some preserved tomatoes, baby tomatoes preserved. And I'm also going to try this tamarind that has some sort of topping on top. All right, there's so much more that we could see, but I just wanted to show you a quick tour of some of the exotic fruits and vegetables off in Cambodia. I also was excited by the various forms of tamarind. This one was sour ripe tamarind. So if you're bold, all it takes is a little trip to the local grocery store and a sense of adventure to supplement your eating while traveling. Thanks for watching. This has been Kimber showing you around the grocery store in Cambodia. Ciao. Okay, we were in the grocery store earlier in Siem Reap, Cambodia, and I wanted to share with you some of my findings. This is a custard apple, as they call it. I believe there are some other names for this fruit. And obviously next to it is the typical Western apple. So I've eaten this before, but I honestly can't remember what it normally looks like inside. I want to guess that it's white and it's a little bit sticky, but we're about to cut inside and find out now what is the custard apple. Oh yes, okay. So a bunch of little dark seeds, a fun kind of pull apart texture, and let's see, cutting out a piece of it. I washed it off. A more soft, kind of almost spongy, very chewable texture to this custard apple, and a really sweet tropical flavor. As someone else is looking on, not loving the look of this custard apple, but I find it delicious, and I encourage you, of course, to give a shot to tropical fruits and unique vegetables when you are traveling. I'll share with you some more coming up. Okay, we're back with just a couple more tropical fruits. So this, you can see the texture of it. It's a bit like a pine cone or a snake skin. And if I can, when you've peeled it, the remnants really do look kind of like a snake has shed its skin. And inside, it's a little bit like a lychee, but firmer and less juicy, I'll say. It's a little bit more damp. And this one comes into a couple segments that then you can just chew on individually. It's fairly firm, crisp, a little bit like a creamy apple flavor. And when you've gotten all the meat off of it, you're left with a little brown seed. This one has a much more spiky texture. It almost feels like, yeah, working with a brittle cactus very nearly, but it peels much like the first one. And this is one thing I just really love about traveling, is the opportunity to discover new foods and fruits and local products and vegetables. And again, it's a little bit like a snakeskin appearance when you've peeled it. And this one has just 2 segments. And this one is a little bit juicier, a little bit more like a pear flavor. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this tropical fruit investigation. And of course, we've got the apple here, just you, for a size comparison of a fruit that would be more familiar to you. I just wanted to share one other tropical fruit that I love and why I'm sharing these fruits as well. So this is the persimmon that looks a bit like a tomato but isn't exactly a tomato, and the top has leaves that are quite different from a tomato. But in any case, it's a nice juicy tart fruit. You can bite into it, or you can use a knife and cut into it, and sometimes it's used in some really cool Japanese food preparations that I've had. I first came across this one in Korea, but it is one that is more available in the US, if that's where you're based, than some of those other fruits I just showed you and introduced you to. But in any case, the whole point in me showing you some of these unique fruits is to introduce you to more whole foods, more things that are just coming from nature, that are natural, that have a unique myriad of vitamins inside and can add a lot of diversity and fun to your diet. I know sometimes when you're trying to cut out the crap and all the processed foods, it can feel like you're limited, or perhaps you're left with chicken and broccoli and it seems really bland. So if you take the time and chance on exploring, especially when you're traveling, new fruits and veggies, it's an amazing opportunity to diversify your diet, diversify your vitamin intake, and also give yourself a little bit of entertainment with some new foods that you might not always be accustomed to seeing in your local grocery store, or you might not be used to looking for. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Kimber Domke, mindful food and fitness coach, encouraging you to hop on over to the website, kimberdomke.com, where you can sign up for email updates and details I don't share in the videos. Thanks for watching, and inviting you to try some exotic fruits and veggies and new foods soon. Things that are coming from nature and perhaps not processed. Thanks again.